This is the S-Cape 2.0 Plus. There are 3 S-Capes in the 2.0 division. 2.0 means basically second generation. The reality is the S-Cape's been around a very, very long time, longer than I've actually been in the mattress business. But the 2.0 is the second generation, or right now, the latest generation. Now what has changed, the biggest thing that has changed with the S-Cape 2.0 versus what I call the classic S-Cape, and it's the wall hugger feature. This bed is a wall hugger. On Leggett Platt's website it's advertised as a wall hugger, but that's deceptive in my opinion. They should call this the wall hugger 1/2. It moves back about 6 inches to keep you closer to your nightstand. The generation of S-Cape before this is simply called the S-Cape. We now call it the classic S-Cape. It is a full wall hugger. It moves back 11 inches. Keeps you closer to your nightstand. If you're sitting all the way up in the bed, now I don't have it all the way up, let's raise it all the way up. It's moving backwards, compensating for the head coming up. That moving backwards keeps you closer to your nightstand, but it only moves back about 6.5 inches, whereas the original S-Cape, what we call the classic S-Cape, moves back 11 inches. If you're going to sit up in bed and watch TV, read, work on a laptop, being able to reach your nightstand is very, very handy. So it does depend on how you're going to use the bed. If you're going to get an S-Cape, if you're going to get an adjustable bed because you need a little elevation at night, then the less you lift the head, the less important the wall hugger is. But the wall hugger is very important if you're going to sit up in bed and watch TV. Now the reason why they took away some of the wall hugging capability is because they went to what the manufacturer calls, Leggett Platt calls, a compressed frame. What that means is it's less expensive to produce. And they're bringing the price down, trying to stay competitive price-wise. But they had to compromise on wall hugging. And of course they're hoping consumers don't know the difference between the original full wall hugger and what they're making now. If you go into a store and somebody's demonstrating the S-Cape, well, the S-Cape 2.0, this model, they're going to say, look, it's a wall hugger, see how it moves back, and you as a consumer are not going to know the difference. But from watching this video, you are going to know the difference. So they're able to get the price down a little bit, but with this, they're able to offer you a few more features. 2 of those features are under bed light is now standard, and USB ports is standard. The USB ports are down under look how far behind me it is. And to try to plug something in, a little bit cumbersome. Of course, they had to stick it somewhere where you wouldn't break it off with your sideboard on your bed. So they tuck it up underneath. It's a little hard to reach. I have found in selling these beds, most people don't use the USB ports. Most people don't use the underbed lights. But these are features that are very inexpensive to add to a bed that gives it market appeal. It gives it appeal when you're in the showroom looking at adjustable beds at some mattress or furniture store. They're going to show you, look at this USB ports, look at this underbed light, and it gives the ooh and ah effect and causes people to go, well, I like this bed, and look, the price is low. But I can tell you from experience, people using adjustable beds, most of my customers have found they prefer to be closer to their nightstand. They're not going to use the light of the USB ports. I think the manufacturer is building a bed that's more marketable rather than a bed that's more usable. Now, like I said, the S-Cape comes with the ability to control with an app. The S-Cape 2.0, that's this one, 2.0 Plus. Whereas the S-Cape Classic, the classic S-Cape, the model prior to this one, does not have app control. But I like the app. I think it's very usable, but I think most people would prefer to just pick up the remote control off their nightstand, push the button, put it where they want, rather than opening an app on their phone or having to go look for the phone. This is always going to be on your nightstand, so it just kind of works better that way. But anyway, you can control this bed with an app. A couple of the features that the app gives you is more programmable positions, zero gravity, and snore positions. But those positions are reprogrammable, so really you have 4 different positions that you can use. This bed's a little bit more noisy than the original S-Cape or the S-Cape prior to this. It's more noisy than the Prodigy 2.0. Otherwise, nice bed for the money. Still available from me, the S-Cape Classic, the S-Cape 2.0, the S-Cape 2.0 Plus, that's this one, and the S-Cape 2.0 Furniture Style. Hope this has been helpful.